Looking good.
Brother.
Finger looking good.
No.
Why is that how we
see,
started
guy-
today? What the fuck?
Colonel Sanders
Guys,
actually
I
has a
forgot,
nephew
I need to
who's
go
had to start
on
beside you, I
YouTube,
guess.
and he wears the Colonel Sanders suit.
Welcome everyone to episode 105 of the Beyond Pixels podcast.
Yes.
Today we're talking about winter storms. But what is going on?
A good
Why
segue.
is my stuff
I can't make that
Winter
joke.
storms. Fuck them.
The
Oh,
cocaine
something's
outside your
not
house.
Hurricane cocaine.
snort it.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Hurricane cocaine.
What the fuck?
Dude, I would kill for one hurricane to be named cocaine.
There we go.
Fuck Ryan, fuck
Oh, a Coke.
Okay, anyway.
Coke. Yes.
Today we're talking about winter storms. So most of us have experienced some sort of a winter weather horribly in the last couple weeks here. I think all of us have, actually.
Mine wasn't that bad, honestly.
Okay, well,
Yeah, mine was
so-
not bad.
let's
You know
first
what
talk
it is,
about
motherfucker.
the last storm that we all saw a week or so ago. Up here in Wisconsin, we just got like negative 26 degrees for a few days,
Yeah, damn.
and it was cold as balls. I did not step outside for more than a few minutes.
Yeah.
How much snow did you get?
Less than an inch.
Damn.
You lucky
Didn't have the
motherfucker.
front
Yeah.
snow.
He would know.
We got-
Trust me.
We got less than an inch of snow, but it got so cold.
Everything turned
You were wearing
into-
pants, right?
At least somebody got my joke.
Yeah.
He didn't even walk
It was
outside.
like-
Oh yeah, he was. He didn't even walk outside though. I was the one that was going outside for cigarettes. That hurt.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even
Anyway.
think about that.
I forget. Was it a full foot of snow that we got at least?
I got 13 and a half inches in my state. I had to shovel snow.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to shovel as well. I had to shovel. in my
Well,
father's car, and
My
shovel
sister
inside.
and both my sister and my dad had doctor's appointments, so I had to shovel not only around my car, a path to my car, because if I had stepped in the snow, it would have went up to my kneecap
Oh.
because of snow drifts. So when the wind is blowing 28 to 38 miles per hour and it's blowing snow, that snow accumulates faster.
Yeah. No snow where I was.
You're in Texas, motherfucker.
Texas
You
still got hit
actually
by a
got-
snowstorm.
You got sleet and ice.
Yes.
what I thought.
Fortunately, none of it stuck to the road so we could drive. Thank God. However, just laying near my window, I could feel the cold radiating off of it. So yeah, I didn't go outside for that day regardless. I was not going to freeze to death.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
I know,
Wouldn't it be
between-
emitting? Cold is emitting and heat is radiating, right?
My point stands. It was cold to the
I-
touch, and I could feel it 5 inches away.
Oh, you would know, wouldn't you?
My point stands. My head
Oh,
was
I'm sure
corned
it's
beef
standing
that
all
night.
right. Oh, I'm sure it's standing.
Can we stop with the fucking
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
Jesus?
Fucking Christ.
Christ
You
I
alive.
know,
guys-
if
But
you're
yeah,
emitting,
no.
if you're emitting, you're sending. If you're radiating, you're receiving.
Either way,
Yeah, so I'm right, right?
Anyway,
it was cold.
so yeah, cold
That's-
as
that's the
fuck
point.
for us. Cold as fuck for pretty much everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not a
No,
lot
not-
of snow
not
for
really.
anyone but circuitry.
Yeah.
I didn't get no snow where I live. Only my mom, I guess. So.
Yeah, no snow this year. Plenty of icy
Yeah, I got
rain, but that's
snow.
it.
I was shoveling.
Well, shit, come up here to my state, take all the snow with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
no,
love to.
take mine.
That will
I
kill
love
me.
snow.
Please take all of my snow from me.
Oh, I'll take all of your snow. It's okay. I will grab everybody's snow, please. If you don't want your snow, send it towards me because I fucking love it. I've never gotten to see it until I turned 20.
I heard stories about that. When I was a kid, I was in junior high, and one of my friends, who was a fellow student, not gonna say his name, but he came from California, and they like Southern California. They moved to Oklahoma, and they had never seen snow. And then one day, when I was in 7th grade, we had snow immediately outside of our classroom, and he couldn't just stop staring out the window. And he's like, I've never seen that before. And the teacher was just like, you know what? Let him look. And so I just stood by him. It's just like, you've really never seen snow? He's like, no, I've never seen snow personally. I've seen it in the books and Charlie Brown, but I've never seen snow like IRL.
Yeah,
And so that kind of took me by surprise.
Yeah, like my kid has seen more snow than I have. That's saying something.
Well, I've seen a ton of snow over my. I think the biggest snow that we ever had was in 2009. We had like 22 inches of snow in my state. That was one of those ones where if you got stuck at an intersection, you had to have a shovel or salt and kitty litter to help you get loose.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Those are the 3 things that you needed.
I remember
Snow can be brutal.
I remember a few years ago when we got a few feet up here in PA, it ruined my grandmother's bush in the front, and I'm just like, fuck. That's how heavy the snow was. It was like a few feet, and it was just the heaviness of it at the same time.
I think
fun
snow
times.
is very magical. When you're a
It
kid
is.
and
No,
don't have
it's
to
not.
shovel it up and salt the road and get stuck in your car. When you're a kid, snow is very magical.
Oh yeah, when
It's
you're
when
a kid,
your
snow
parents-
is magical. But when you're
Yeah.
an
That was my
adult
kid
or a
last year.
teenager, you're like, what the fuck is this? Stop coming.
Oh yeah. When you're a kid, you want to build a snowman, you want to have snowball fights with your friends, or maybe, you know, throw a few snowballs at the neighbors you don't like.
Wait, I
I
can do
did
that?
that. Yeah.
You can't.
Why can't I? Now you're
I
giving me
guess
an
you
idea.
No, now you need
I
to
mean,
say
I
it.
did it.
If I've done
To
some
be
on the
fair,
snow,
yeah,
why
alright.
can't I just go pick that snow back up?
Okay, so for
Wait, so you're telling me I can take all the snow and put it in my neighbor's yard? Wow.
no, so when I
not what
say
I
throw it
said.
at your neighbors, I meant throw it like I threw it at our neighbor's house, like at their garage. You know, I didn't throw it at their cars. Mama would get mad if I threw it at the cars, but I could throw it at the house because the house can absorb the damage a lot more than the cars could.
Not them damn windows, though.
It was the 90s.
Me and my
Oh.
brother had a basketball hoop that was attached to the garage, so it was up year round, and we just used that for target practice for snowballs.
Oh my God.
I would love to see that.
He's been training his whole
Trying to
life for
shoot
this.
hoops with them.
Oh no, not shoot hoops. We were just trying to be like, all right, who can hit closest to the square on the backboard, and how far?
That's
I've
right,
got
it
the
goes into
biggest
the
snowball in
square.
hand. Now watch this dunk.
Watch this dunk. No, you can't have anything nice in the hood. We had that basketball hoop for like 2 years, and then one day my mom wakes up and says, "Where the hell did the hoop go?"
Yeah.
We're
was
13 and
balling.
14. We don't know. Somebody went into our yard and stole the hoop. They didn't steal the
I don't-
backboard. They just stole the hoop.
I don't know, Mama just got up and walked away.
Son,
I don't
listen,
know what
we
to
only
tell
need
you.
a hook.
Yeah. Yeah, no, in certain parts of Texas, you can't get 5 feet off our driveway stealing something without 5 guns that aren't even ours pointed at them. Like, people in my neighborhood look out for each other here, and they are very lethal about it.
It's like you trying to steal from my neighbor.
Oh,
yeah,
you stole
Texas
my
is
beer
like-
last night, huh?
Texas is like one of the
All right, so we
safest
got a
places.
Magnum,
dude.
2 M16s, an RPG. Where the fuck did you get that?
Is that a motherfucking tank?
Is that 50 cal? Where'd you get that?
Why'd you strap an MG42 to a Tesla?
Wait, Brandon Herrera? Why'd you bring an AK-50 to this fight?
Yo, is that a fucking BMG loaded with rat shot? What the fuck?
But I noticed this too. It's like, we'll be in the most ghetto-ass, poor-ass area. Nobody steals anything. I lived in my dad's neighborhood for 2 years. Someone breaks into his car.
Damn.
And he had
I wanted to make a
cameras.
joke about that, but I shouldn't.
No, I'm not saying a word. I had one too, but I'm not going to say it.
So, what was the worst storm any of you have ever been in? Let's try to get
2021.
back on topic a little bit.
I got a really
2021.
good one.
All right.
Back when the whole state of Texas was pretty much without power for
I
almost a
guess.
month.
Do you want to?
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
want to go down the line instead of just like?
Random.
Let's start with Vampy. I need time to like calm the fuck down just thinking about it.
Okay, Vampy, what's the worst? I guess storm.
I'm trying to think. Was it the one a few years ago, or was it the one like 10 years ago? Like,
Based on
Let's
one,
see.
can remember which was worse.
Can you describe it? I might know it.
the one like 10 years ago was even more than I think the 3 feet. I think it was closer to 5 or 6 feet of snow. I can't remember numbers that well for that. It was just so much snow. It was insane. Like, what the fuck are you going to do with that much snow?
Oh, let me tell you.
what
Melt
do
it for starters.
Where do you put it? No. It's a where do you put it if you're in the city? You don't have a lot of space to be putting it. And you have to clear out your sidewalks, the stairs to go up into your house. You have to make sure that any like pathway between the houses is clear because
I'm getting flashbacks of living in the city.
most of the in the city, it's
Former city
you
boy
gotta
here.
go up the stairs between the houses, and then in the back it splits up again to the two backyards where usually people have their trash cans and the recycling cans, which they then have to take out front. Not to mention you have to dig a path out from your house to the road.
Babe, I have a
What the fuck
question.
are you
Interesting.
doing with that much snow?
Did you have an alley?
For in the city with my grandmother, no, there was no alley. It was literally
Okay.
just the houses with the easement between them for getting to the backyards.
That's a shame. You
Okay,
could have
I was
created
just curious.
Rhyme Alley. Thank you, Duel, for that.
That one.
Dude, that was pretty fucking funny,
Yeah,
dude. That was
And
pretty
that's the one
fucking
that
funny.
actually
Ice.
did a lot of damage
Yes.
to my grandmother's bush because I was taking care of it so well, and then that
Sounds like you
came
got it.
Oh, really?
and bent all the branches really badly.
Shut up. Whatever thoughts, dirty thoughts you have in your mind, shut up.
I didn't even
I
hear him.
wasn't doing any dirty
Yeah,
thoughts. I was
yeah.
agreeing with fucking Stealth.
I knew it was in your mind. Shut up.
No, Rhyme Alley was in his mind.
I know you too well.
Well,
Anyways,
on the
yeah, I believe
contrary,
that was the worst one that I can remember. It's just snow fucking sucks here. Half
Okay.
the time, all the snow is just like, hey, it's a nice soft thing. And guess what you get on either top or bottom? Fucking ice. Just layer of ice. Top or bottom. Almost every fucking
Truth.
time.
Well, because what happens is that you get ice on the bottom that like sticks to the road. Then there's snow that piles on top, and then another layer of ice because the air above it freezes whatever water's on top of it.
Yeah,
So it's almost like sandwich. It's like an Oreo.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Had to deal with so much.
Take it.
Damn.
Yeah.
For me, it was 2009. We had a very massive ice storm come in. Like, when I say ice storm, we're talking about like freezing sleet and rain over the course of the past 14 days, hung off of power lines, snapping them like toothpicks, and cutting power for almost like, I think it was like 700,000 people without power, including my parents. They actually, like, everything in the fridge we had to throw out, and they were just basically surviving by throwing wood on the fireplace. That was how they were living for like almost 2 weeks. Now, me and my sister, we were stuck in our apartment because we still had, like, I think it was like 16 inches of snow at the time to deal with. We stepped outside, we were knee deep in snow because of the snow drifts. And when we tried to drive our car, we had to have shovels with us at all times because if we got stuck in an intersection, We have to get out, push the car, or shovel snow to get it out there. Thankfully, other drivers would come to help us. We were truly grateful, but man, oh man, that was a rough winter.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing that happened out of that year that I remember was, okay, so we have one freeway that goes down and goes up just right next to our military base. It's like a slide, if you will, like a downhill, then an uphill. There was a 50-car pileup inside of that little divot. And emergency service couldn't get in, and emergency service that did get in there couldn't get out. And so were there a lot of people dying inside of their cars because they couldn't get in and they couldn't get out. They couldn't even open their doors. It was a pretty awful situation. That just happened in Chicago recently. There was I saw on drone footage, there was a 100-car pileup, including like something like 40 or 50 semis.
I heard a story from my grandmother where all that came down was ice when she was basically let's see, she's in her 70s now. So this was back when my father was a kid. And she was called into a diner, and all that was on the ground was just ice. It was ice covering that car, ice everywhere. And she had to use buckets of hot water to melt her car out, so that way she could get in it, and then slowly drive over to the diner she worked at. Because the ice was so slick.
Okay, so we need to save that for the end as far as tips.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, hot water on your windshield, no.
Yeah.
Not
Like, yeah, it
nowadays.
works at the time.
I mean,
It worked at the time, yes, but nowadays it probably wouldn't be the best.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
at all.
save that. We'll save those tips for the end.
Tune in to the end of the stream for science tips with the boys.
Hey, trust me, it'll save your car.
I guess I'm next.
Yep,
Go for it.
Go for it.
I've only ever been in one winter storm, and that was last year, and it was amazing. So I have no complaints on there. So I'm just gonna talk about the hurricane that hit me in 2024. A fucking
This is a
tree
real
landed on
winter
my house. The hurricane completely knocked out my power for like a whole week. I didn't have a tree landed on my house. My house had I had a tree in my house. It was pretty fucking bad. Whole shed got fucking nearly destroyed. Took over 2 months to get that tree off my house. Over 2 months. We were blocked in. We couldn't leave our homes unless we went by foot and crawled over a bunch of trees. It's pretty fucking bad because I live in the middle of the woods and I'm surrounded by trees. So yeah, it was pretty fucked up, pretty bad. Didn't have power for about a week. Yeah, I had no internet for even longer than that. That was pretty terrible because I can't fucking read. So yeah.
Damn.
When you say a
Well,
hurricane,
yeah.
Hurricane Helene, or was it?
Helene? Helene. That was Hurricane Helene.
Oh, okay, it was Helene. Okay.
I'm making up.
Yep, I was in the eye of the storm, sadly enough.
Okay, so it wasn't last year; it was the year before.
But yes, it was 2024. I'd said that.
Well, yeah, we're in
2026.
2026.
Wait, did he say 2025?
No, he said last year. Last year was 2025. That's why I'm correcting him.
okay.
I can't tell if he was gearing up to leave or not.
So when he said last year, I was like,
sorry, I had to. I
had
my
to think
fucking-
about
my
20
fucking key was stuck.
I had to think about 2025. I was just like, what hurricanes hit last year? Was he talking about Helene or 2024?
No, 2024 was it Helene that hit in 2024? I'm
Yeah,
not certain.
Helene hit in 2024.
Yeah. Then I got hit by that because I know it was late in 2024 when I got hit by it.
Yeah. It was late 2024, early 2025. Like there were still damages that were still being assessed.
Oh yeah, the fucking National Guard came to my area. That was fun.
There was a lot of National Guard on the East Coast. I remember that.
Anyways, Turtle, you're next.
Yeah. So the worst storm I have ever seen was probably while I was in high school. Me and my mom were supposed to be going to see a play with the rest of the choir, and well, we didn't get the message that we were supposed to arrive at the school an hour earlier because of the snowstorm that hit. So we get up, find out that they had already left, and they were like, well, I mean, you can drive yourselves all the way down, 4-hour drive to come see it, and we'll meet you there. So we did just that. As we're driving down the fucking highway with one of the lanes filled with like 4 feet of fucking snow, at one point, the road curves to the left. We see taillights inside a snowbank because the right lane had drifts like 8 to 10 feet tall. A car did not see the drift, just poof, disappeared inside the drift. Other than that was, oh no, there was a cop already there checking it, but
Okay.
we were like, let's fucking go. We got to get going. Anyway, another time, my dad still lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And he had got home from driving truck, and we were trying to get back into his house, and well, it had snowed like 3 feet that week, and it hadn't been cleared out of his driveway. So he just floors the pickup, buries it 4 feet into the driveway, just barely off the road. He literally gets out of the truck and just rolls to get to the front door because the snow was so deep. You can't walk in that shit. That's probably the worst storms I've seen, those two.
So I have a question real quick, Turtle.
Oh,
On this little pad we have, it says A, worst storms you've seen, and B, worst storms you've been in. I'm pretty sure everybody's been talking about B, or A.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe a combination of both.
the worst storm we've seen, I think we could all agree that would be what Stealth is about to talk about in a minute.
Wait, what?
So we go ahead. Well, we already know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I have two storms.
Buckle up.
I have two storms. The one storm that I was alive for, and then one storm that I
Wait, you're dead?
remember. No, like one that I was alive for. I was 1 year old. I don't remember it,
Okay.
but my mom
Oh,
was
you
in
sweet
it
summer
with
child.
me in the car. So all right. Well, I guess I'll just quickly talk about that one since it's short and I don't remember it. Yeah, it was the 1991 Halloween blizzard in Minnesota. 43 inches of snow in one night.
Jesus.
And the forecast didn't say that there was going to be snowfall. Everybody just assumed it was going to be a normal, cold Halloween. So I wish I remembered that. That sounds like it would have been fun. But the worst snowstorm, or the worst, snowstorm, I guess. I don't remember what year it was, but I went to work on a sunny afternoon, and then I went home in the middle of a blizzard, and between me working and me driving home, which was just an 8-hour shift, it had dumped 10 inches, and by the end of the night we'd get another 2 more inches, and I had to shovel all that the next day. That was fun.
Just sounds like an
Anyway,
average
stuff.
night at the brothel.
Sounds like an average night in Minnesota.
Hey, did you at least have one of those shovels so you could just like push the snow around, make it easier on you?
No,
What shovel?
no.
spot.
You just push it
I had
off
a
to one
normal-
side and let the sun take care of the rest.
No, I had a normal shovel. I had to shovel out my parking spot on the street. I had to shovel the sidewalk. I had to shovel the backyard. And I had to shovel the garage out in the alleyway because those damn snowplows buried our garage door.
So
Which is
I do
why I
have
had
a
to
quick,
park on the street.
I do have a quick question because you all live up in the mid. Like, I guess it would be called the Rust Belt, right? You know, if you
Yep.
consider Wisconsin, Michigan, like that area. How much sunshine do you see, and how much cloud cover do you get on a regular basis? Like is 7 days a week. Are you getting more sun or less sun?
I guess it all
'Cause-
just depends.
I just don't know. Like, it just depends on air currents, or it depends on the weather, or
Up in the north,
because I'd imagine if the further north you go, the
I
more
heard
cloud
that.
cover you
I
get.
fucking heard that.
no. So up in the north, it really just depends on weather patterns. It's balanced out for how much cloud cover and how much sunshine we get. But when the sun is out, it is frigid outside. When it's cloudy, it's slightly warmer.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite here.
When the sun is out, all of the Earth's radiation just leaves the atmosphere. But when the clouds are out, the radiation bounces back and forth. Can my hip stop?
No.
Hips can't lie.
Probably not.
Turtle is a
Automotive
magnet
can't
for your
deny.
ass.
Yeah.
But yeah,
saying
yeah.
something
When there's
about the
when there's cloud cover, the radiation from the Earth bounces back onto the Earth, so it's slightly warmer. Not much warmer, just slightly.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All right,
a
stealth.
little bit of science.
All right. Anyone that keeps up with weather development knows that the worst storm that I've had in my state was back in 2021,
Yep,
where
I
our
know
government,
exactly.
despite being warned in 2011, when we last had a winter storm that wasn't as bad, but still caused our grid to go like, and several suggestions were made to our government, be like, hey, if you don't reinforce this, this could pose a problem in the future. It'll cost a bit, but it'll keep the grid from falling apart together. Our government was like, nah, it's too expensive. No, Texas doesn't get enough storm. We get enough winter storms. We don't have to worry about that. 2021 rolls up, and instead of getting ready to gear up our state with as many emergency supplies as possible, our governor packs his bags and leaves the fucking state. But I'm not going
That's
to go into that
fucking
because I don't
great.
want to make it political. So I'll go on about how when we first discovered the storm, we had power at the time it hit us, so we weren't worried at the time. Like, our 2-year-old was excited to see everything. We didn't take her out there because she didn't have proper winter clothes, but she was just happy to watch everything. And then our power went out for about 3 to 4 days. We did not have any supplies at this point because we thought we'd be fine. Admittedly, a mishap on our part. So we had spent that entire time trying to find stores that were open, try not to die on frozen roads, make sure that we were keeping ourselves warm because we couldn't get a heater active, obviously. Like, there were many times where my child, her mother, and I would bundle up under blankets for pretty much the entire day trying to conserve body heat. And then, thank God, our power came back on, stores started opening, we could stock up and finally recuperate.
Well, yeah, because I remember in that year I saw news reports that there was something like 1,400 firefighters from my state, like firefighters, emergency services, National Guard. They all actually went down to Texas to help. Like, there was
Yes,
a
we had
ton
to
of people.
import EMS troops to make sure not everyone fucking died. And again, the government had to systematically shut down power in some areas so our power grid didn't fucking collapse. Because they decided it wasn't worth reinforcing.
I was gonna say, I did hear one story, and this is really an educational point. Don't start your car with the garage closed.
Yeah.
You can for a
Because-
short amount of time, but just at
For a
least
short
crack the
amount of
door
time,
open within 5 minutes, or you're gonna be.
There was
Yeah.
a story
Fortunately-
I heard from Texas of a father and a daughter. They started their car while the garage was closed in order to get heat from the heater of the vehicle.
Mhm.
But
And
obviously, carbon monoxide built up inside of the garage and it couldn't escape.
yep. Thankfully, my car was outside of the garage, so I was able to start it up and get my phone charged with no issues, so we could make calls.
Hey, thankfully you had gas in the car. That's another
We
thing.
did have gas in the
Make
car.
su-
Yeah, I had the foresight to fill up before the storm hit. Thank fuck.
Oh yeah, fill up-
Technically, all you got to do,
Yeah,
is just
so-
run the battery by itself, and then just crank the car after every 4 to 5 hours, depending on what
I
you're
did
charging.
that too, but I'm pretty sure doing that at long periods of point during the winter storm is what fucked up my car today.
It can
I
actually
doubt-
fuck up your car because it puts a strain on the gears on the inside, especially during cold temperatures. You have to understand, metal is a lot fragile. So
Yeah, so I made sure to balance in between just using the battery and then making sure the engine was turned on. So A, it didn't lock up. B, I didn't burn the battery.
well, yeah, and also making sure the battery's charged.
Yeah, which fortunately it was still a really good battery at the time.
It should automatically charge up all the voltage that you lost. As
Well,
soon
you're
as
talking
that,
about
the alternator turns on.
the alternator. Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is failing in my system now, but that's besides the point. I do have a story during that winter storm from when we went to go find food somewhere, anywhere.
Go for it.
So this is back when the roads
The
were
neighbor's looking kinda-
actually safe enough to drive for the most part. I did fine. I saw some jackass in front of me try to do a power slide on the highway. So that was fun. I was not on the highway, to be clear. I was
What
driving
is
on
a
the field.
power slide?
He was drifting.
Where you go
a
sideways
drift,
straight, like
thank you.
completely. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, we call that a jackknife.
No, it's only a jackknife if you have a trailer and
Yeah,
the
that's-
back of your vehicle meets the trailer.
Oh, okay.
My point is, the
Also,
dude almost
Texas
fucking wiped out on the
specifically
highway
is
because he decided he was too impatient.
Jackknifing is not necessarily semi-specific, but it is any vehicle with a trailer you can jackknife.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is true. But
Usually you
I
see
can
with
jack
the
it?
18-wheelers, though.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
easier
they're-
to jackknife with something that's not a semi, because a semi you have to take past a 90 degree to actually hit.
well, and also
Wait.
18 wheelers and their cargo are usually heavier than like smaller vehicles, like carrying a trailer.
Yeah, you saw that a lot during that winter storm in Texas. Like, you had people, like, carefully skirting, and you had dumbasses fucking sending it. Fucking deja vuing and somehow not dying. Welcome to the South,
just got-
apparently.
They came from the north. They knew how to handle it.
No, these motherfuckers were born and raised in Texas.
Yeah, I'm
They
saying
may have
came from
Texas
the north to
plates,
come
but
down and fuck
I
around.
need to see their birth certificates.
Yeah, let's see this.
I need to see their credentials. As it's like, are you a natural born Texan?
You don't find those kind of corn-fed country motherfuckers anywhere up north, I'm telling you now. Like, I'm not talking pension college kid. I'm talking grown-ass 50-year-old man shooting it down the highway.
So Stealth, that storm, if I remember how it happened correctly, all of the power plants in Texas is basically on a separate grid for 90% of Texas from the rest of the country.
Yep.
Because Texas is fucking weird and decides to do things different.
They want to be
Texas-
independent without going independent.
Yeah,
They like their
basically. But all of those,
So gross.
they were all warned like a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead to, hey, winterize your
They were
shit.
10 years ahead of time. This is not new.
But no, I mean, but for this specific storm, they were told winterize your shit weeks ahead
Yeah.
because they knew a storm was coming, and they didn't do enough, so much so that like 90 something percent of the power plants ended up shutting down within 24 hours
Yeah.
and no power to like half the state for
Yeah,
what?
like I said, if they did not do the systematic shutdowns they did, our power grid would have fucking imploded. And that
And
would have cost
also-
a lot more from us.
They still had to do a cold start of the entire power grid after it warmed up and they could
Yes.
get everything fixed. And those
Yes.
cold starts they basically have to bring in generators from out of state to kickstart the system because
Yes.
you can't generate power without a little bit of power.
But yeah, it's like jumper
Yes.
cables. I mean,
Again, they were given all this advice well before that year even fucking started. But because it was too pricey, they didn't do it.
well, yeah, but at the same time,
And we,
they
the
were
people,
also
had to fucking suffer for it.
they were also taking, like you said, it was back in 2011. I mean, back in 2011, I'm trying to think back.
Didn't
The worst. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Didn't they also try to charge some people like thousands of dollars that month?
Yes,
in
a lot of
electric
power
bills?
companies actually made bank because people paid it. Not understanding that they were not allowed to do that.
Yeah, that horribly fucked.
A lot of lawsuits happened that year, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Because the power companies were like, well, it cost us this much more because we didn't prepare ahead of time.
Yeah, you know what it
so
cost us?
that's your
200
cost now.
people. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Yeah,
but yeah,
And
back
that's
to
just
my
the direct-
personal story.
direct causes. That's
Yes,
just
that's
the direct
direct causes.
causes. That's not considering people that were in hospitals that lost power and
Yeah,
died
that's
2 or
not
3 weeks
accounting
later
for, like,
even.
the tens of thousands of people that were critically injured, not for the millions of dollars people lost because they couldn't go to work, couldn't keep their shit repaired, all of that.
Yeah.
But it's our fault, I guess.
I think
Because our
if I
government
remember
didn't have
right,
the
that was
fucking
like
foresight to prepare for an ice age.
a few
I can just
billion
think of-
dollar loss in just a week.
Let me see what the actual number was.
It was
I mean,
either a
just-
few hundred million or a few billion. I don't remember.
$16 billion in unnecessary charges. I
Jesus.
will never see that amount of money in my lifetime.
Not in my lifetime either, buddy.
do I got a story to tell you?
Okay, apparently my door locked itself and I'm being delivered food. I'll get back to my personal story in a bit. Y'all keep talking.
Okay, well, while we're waiting for him to get back and finish this story, let's talk a little bit about how has the weather changed over the years for winter storms?
hasn't.
Has it gotten worse? Has it gotten better? Because
Let's know.
I'm going to highly disagree with you on it hasn't changed because, oh, fucking hell, it has.
It really hasn't for me.
Definitely has.
There's no rise.
For you, yeah,
That's
maybe,
what's
but
changed.
for me, not really.
Up here, we used to get 3 to 4 feet of snow, or at least 3 to 4 feet of snow in January and February every year. We had snowmobile trails open for 2 to 3 months. In the last 10 years, though, even just the last like 8 to 10 years, the snowmobile trails have only really been able to open up outside of this year because of how cold it got and we actually got a bit of snow. Last year, they didn't open for more than a week, and we had an entire week of negative 15 or worse temperatures.
Wow.
But the trails
We've
couldn't
been
open because there was
losing-
no snow on the ground.
We've been losing snow and it's becoming more frigid.
Yeah, it's getting colder with less snow. 15 years ago, we would have had 2 feet of snow on the ground and one big storm that drops 2 to 3 feet of snow on top of it. Now we're just
Wow.
getting piddly little fucking squirts of snow, like 2 inches here, inch there. Maybe one storm that drops 4 inches and then it melts a week later.
Oh, so we're stealing all your snow.
Yeah,
pretty
put it
much.
back.
Texas
You know
is
what?
stealing
You
your
come
snow.
down here, you take
No.
all of the
But
snow
no.
back. I would happily
no,
give
no.
it to you.
When I was a kid, we used to have like massive snow piles all over town. There was a couple years that it got so bad with snow that the city had a freaking like a skid steer basically, or like a big front end loader going down the sides of the road, peeling the snow piles that were encroaching halfway into the freaking road, putting them all in a dump truck and dumping them in the creek or on the mill pond.
Oh, like what
Because
was
they
happening
had-
here?
They
That's
had
what we
nowhere
had.
to go with the snow.
We had that in my state. Like, they were clearing roads. Like, dude, this past Sunday, I had to go to a Thunder game because we couldn't sell the tickets for the Toronto Raptors. By the way, also, one of the games before that, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but the Milwaukee Bucks. we actually went up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I think we won against them. But I meant to actually talk to you about that. But we went. So me and my sister was like, okay, we didn't sell these tickets, so we have to go up there. But she was like, okay, I want to get my jersey signed by some of the players, but we need to get there early. So we stood outside in 5-degree weather with a negative 15-degree wind chill for an hour and 45 minutes before the doors opened. And when we got the doors opened, we went inside. We finally got warm. We went down, and only one player was signing, and that was the MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That was it. We got no additional signatures on that jersey.
Turtle, I think last year that was like the forecast for when we went to go see Baby No Money. Well, not last year.
That would have been a year, little over a year now. Would have been November.
Just stood out in the cold.
I have another funny story about winter. So it was more like fall, but getting into winter, so it was cold out, but we didn't have snow. I was still in school. I was like a freshman, I think. No, I wasn't even a freshman. I was still in elementary school, I think. Yeah, I was in elementary. Someone at the bus stop says, "Hey, I bet you $5. I'll give you $5 if you lick the stop sign pole." I'm like, it's not cold out here. There's no snow on the ground. So I licked the pole. Let's just say I haven't been able to taste on the tip of my tongue since then. And I ended up staying home from school for a week because I was gushing blood out the tip of my tongue.
Yes, because I imagine a good chunk of it ripped off.
Yeah, my sister was there and she saw that. And she was like, "I'm going to go get some warm water," as my tongue is stuck to the pole. And I'm just like, "No, I got it." Rip.
Yeah, I know y'all see that in movies. Don't fucking do it. It's dangerous.
It's painful. And it leaves an issue on the tip of your tongue for the rest of your life. You don't get taste buds back there.
Well, you're also missing a good portion of your tongue doing that. So yeah,
I lost about
if they're not dead on contact, they're dead on you forcefully ripping it off the pole.
I lost about a 1/16 of an inch of my tongue to that pole, and that's not even the worst part. The next week when I went back to school, the chunk of my tongue was still on the pole.
Gross.
Ew.
It was on there until spring. Every day I at the bus stop, I had the reminder that I licked that fucking pole.
Did you touch it?
You had a reminder that you were.
No, I didn't.
Honestly, that sounds like just the best trap.
said it very quickly. I wouldn't.
The best saw trap ever. I want to play a game.
Did you want to finish your story?
Yes. So back on the story. After we dodged, tried not to swerve on the ice, and 50-year-old men thinking they were a fucking speed racer and sending it down the highway on frozen roads.
Hi, Titan.
We made it to. Deary made it here. Wasn't it a Red Robin we made it to? The restaurant we made it to, was it Red Robin or Chili's? Chili's. Okay, so we made it there. They had power, thank God. We learned after we got inside they would not have power for another half hour, or at least not fresh water. So they got ready to close up, but they were still able to get us food. But getting out of the car into the restaurant almost killed my kid.
Oh, jeez.
She was like a year or two old at this point. It was back in 2021, so. Yeah, she was almost 2 years old. We had gotten out.
No, 2021. She was 11.
Okay, yeah, no. Either way, she was still young and fragile. So, we had gotten out of the car. I started walking on the sidewalk. While she was in my arms, I started losing my footing. And before I hit the ground, thank fuck I did this, I aimed my shoulder down to make sure she didn't smash her head in. It hurt like hell, but aside from a little scratch on her arm, she was okay. We got her inside, got her checked out, got my shoulder relocated.
My only thing is, I'm amazed you didn't go to Waffle House. It was the best chance to test their systems.
Our location doesn't have a Waffle House anywhere near us.
Oh,
The
damn.
nearest
Waffle
one would
House
have been
isn't
a 3
very-
to 4 mile drive, and fuck that.
Oh, that's not that long.
Like 5 minutes down the road for me.
Dude, I would have
was in the
fucking
middle
driving
of a
all over the damn
storm.
place down there.
Okay, Turtle, You were able to deal with that. We were not.
He was never taught how to deal with it. He's never lived
It-
in it.
Actually,
What
hold
year-
up. I have 3 in my
What year
area.
was this storm again?
2021.
I think I was driving truck during that.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
again, you've lived in those snowstorms long enough to handle them. Our own government didn't even know how to handle it. So imagine how I was doing.
I can just imagine Turtle drifting in his fucking big
Dude.
18-wheel truck.
I have before. I did a couple times on accident because the road was just solid ice, and I was heavy. So my
Yeah,
front tires
Titan is right. If
slipped
Waffle House
sideways,
does
my
shut
rear
down,
end
it's
slipped
out of
the other way,
apocalypse.
and the trailer was just like,
Alas.
"I'm going straight, motherfucker."
No, if
Oh,
Waffle House
that-
shuts down, people are already dead.
That also reminds me of the one the one time that I was driving truck, leaving Wisconsin for the first time ever with in the winter with the trailer. I had like a foot of snow on my trailer when I left Wisconsin. Get down to Arkansas and here's just chunks of snow flying off. It's the only snow for 100 miles, hundreds of miles. And the cars behind me were just like, what the fuck?
Winter came early.
That truck is falling apart in front of us.
Don't embarrass him. He's trying.
Yeah. But anyway, anyone else have some stuff? Because I'm cool with ending a little early tonight myself.
No, that's
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
don't
it.
have
It's like,
anything.
it's like we made it there, got food. My child almost got assassinated, and we made it
I
home.
mean, I've already mentioned my worst one.
There is one small thing I do want to bring up again. So we all remember being in school, and like if the weather was going to be
No, I was
bad, they would.
homeschooled.
Okay, shut up. You don't count. That explains so much about you, though.
Go on,
Wow,
Turtle.
you ain't in public schools. You ain't the cool kid.
So, anyway, when you were in school, you know, weather's going to be bad. Oh, you wake up in the morning, you're watching TV, waiting for your school to pop on and say school's canceled.
Yeah.
Well, these kids nowadays, all they have to do is get a text and say, oh, school's canceled. They don't have to wake up an hour early hoping that school's
And watching
canceled.
the news.
You're
You had to literally
fucking
sit there and
man,
watch the news
Turtle.
and watch the bottom right scroll reel.
But now also, these kids don't even have school get canceled. They gotta do the fucking schooling from home.
yeah,
Yeah, they have,
they still don't
they
have
have
it
what's
easy.
called virtual days. So yeah, you can actually use. I don't know what applications they use specifically, but they do have iPads
Zoom.
and laptops that they can
Yeah,
actually
Probably, yeah.
take home with them that are issued to them from the school. I think it's grades 4th through 6th, at least on elementary. I believe
Yeah,
7th.
It
7th
depends
and
on where
higher.
you are for what grade
Yeah.
gets what.
Yeah.
because I know
Like,
for me
depending
when
on
I
your
was
school district.
when I was still
They
in
either-
high school,
Go ahead.
they gave everyone a laptop. They started giving like 6th and 7th grade and 8th grade an iPad.
Yep.
But then everyone else in high school actually got laptops that they could take home, whatever. As long as they didn't break it. If they broke it, then they would get banned from taking it home.
I never had
Yeah.
one snow day.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I had so many snow days. There was one week that we got school completely canceled the entire week because here at least you see school get canceled more for temperature than you do snow. Because 6 inches of snow, if it's coming down after let's say like 4 or 5 p.m. and it's going to snow until 2 a.m., roads are going to be clear by 6.
Right.
So school's still going to be on.
Yeah.
They
Well,
might,
also depends
they
on-
might delay school by 2 hours, but that's about it.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends on the bus route. It
Texas is a
also
different
depends on the
problem.
climate.
Yeah, up here though, it's mostly temperature that you get school canceled for.
Well,
Yeah.
Snow, yeah, if it's going to be snowing all day and an actual blizzard where we're getting 2 feet of snow in 24 hours, yeah, they're probably going to cancel snow that day too. There was also a couple days when I was in that they let us out 3 hours early because just a sudden snowstorm decides to start 6 hours earlier than it was supposed to.
Yeah, no, Texas
And it was
schools are
already
a different
getting bad.
problem. Where
Well,
if we saw
also-
even a little bit of snow, the entire district canceled school for that day and the next because we did not know how to handle it. Fighting for our own government.
And that's one thing I do want to bring up is because it also comes down to the protocol of handling winter weather, and also the tech that you have. Like the people up north, like in Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, all that area, all in the Rust Belt, they've handled snow for many, many years, many, many decades. So they have like the wherewithal of they have the knowledge and the know-how of handling that stuff. Us down south, where you have your Oklahoma, you have your Texas, Kansas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, all that. They don't know exactly how to handle that type of environment. And so they're not well equipped and well prepared as the people up in the northern states, basically kissing the ass tip of Canada. You know,
we
don't exactly have that.
I'm further north than parts of Canada.
Yeah, we could be prepared for that if our government, instead of packing their bags and leaving the rest of us to fend for ourselves, would actually sit with the companies and fix the fucking problem.
But they're getting
Nah.
companies to keep letting it happen.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think that's about it for tonight. We're going to go ahead and wrap up. So thank you all for being here for episode 105 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. No clue what we're talking about next week. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
It might be not figuring it out until next week because I've been pretty bad at that lately. But anyway, you can find us every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/TurtleDude01. You can find every previous episode over on YouTube under the same name, TurtleDude01. If you're watching on YouTube, tell us about your weather experience. And
what was your worst storm?
if you do like, shut up. If you like smelly things, like candles, incense, things like that, body sprays, go to quandle.store/TurtleDude01. Use code TURTLE at checkout for 15% off most of the scented products, except incense and tea lights. Good stuff. Love it. I need to burn more myself. But other than that, I think that's about it. We're gonna go ahead and do the thing we do at the end of every episode. As soon as I get my thing pulled up.
You can also go to
Well, on the
YouTube
topic of
and
snow,
find all the episodes there, right, Turtle?
I already said that.
I
and
didn't
on
hear
the
it.
topic of snow, I just got a notification on my phone saying that it's possibly going to snow for the next 2 days.
Okay.
Just fucking now.
Oh, great.
Oh shit! I forgot to start something. Whoops.
Oh, Turtle. Fucking shit show, never forget.
The whole stream wasn't
We
recorded.
need the bucket.
No, it is. I just forgot to start that. There we go. Now we got that running. I was having some computer issues at the beginning of the stream, so or before
Titan,
stream
the
started,
government
so.
is inside of
Anyway.
your computer. Don't even fucking joke.
So now we do the thing we do at the end of every episode. We're gonna start with you today, Stealth.
Oh, yep.
And now it's on you.
All right, now that I have calmed down from being pissed at my own government, y'all can find me on twitch.tv/DeltaFox in a couple hours. It is not a full session yet, but we're going to stream Space Engineers to kind of get reused to all the controls, how everything works. Assuming
Calibrate.
everything goes according to plan, next week we'll start our official run, and we'll see y'all then.
Okay, and you don't have anything to shill, do you?
Only
No.
nubs.
Only nubs.
Only Nubs is broken.
Only dubs.
Only nubs, only socks, and Quandle.store, turtle at end.
Pet turtle.
Okay.
Think of anything else.
Battle.store/turtle dude. 15% off. Click that link. Anyway, you can find me on Rumble, and you can also find me on Kick. I dual stream between the two of them. My OBS, I haven't streamed a bit because my OBS took a crap on it a couple weeks ago. I'm still fixing it in the process. But once everything is done, I should be dual streaming between the two of them very, very quickly. So if you want to find them easily, you can go to Kick, or I guess go to Twitter and just type in my name, SYRKATRII, or X, whatever you want to call it. And you'll find me there. All my links are in my bio. And also, kick.com/circuitry, rumble.com/circuitry. There's only one circuitry, and I'll make sure of that.
I'm
I'll
gonna
see
make
that.
a second one.
That
Vimpy?
You can find me at twitch.tv/set_Bloodworth. As Stell said, we are going to be doing a basically pilot run on Space Engineers. My brain has been funky, and so has my mood, so I haven't streamed a lot. I'm trying to get back into it again. Again. And again. It's tough.
Okay. Well,
And then
anyway,
I say-
once again, thank y'all for being here. I hope you like this new view you're getting because I've been working on the camera system. And I'm going to be doing more work on the camera system this week as well, hopefully, if I have time. But other than that, we will see you next time. Let me just figure out what I'm doing here.
I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm making a new channel called Turtle Dude 02.
Oh,
I hate to tell you that, but I already made that channel.
Titan also said, but
Damn
not
it, you
on
beat me to
TikTok,
it.
right, circuitry?
I'm going to bait
No,
Turtle
no
Dude
TikTok. No
There's-
TikTok.
There's a
You
lot
see me on
of
TikTok?
people that have made alternate
Hey, nice ears.
accounts that are similarly named to mine. Like I swear, there's probably a Turdudo 2, 3, 4, 5.
By the way, that needs to be a future episode. TikTok. People leaving TikTok.
I really don't
leaving
want to get into
TikTok?
TikTok again. Anyway, see ya.
On the clock?
But
On the cock.